So I'm really hoping that this bill will pass because my husband and I are in the average medium income where we could actually get a home because of this bill.
Dozens of Flathead residents voiced support for the approval of House Bill 819 in Flathead County during Tuesday morning's commissioners' meeting. The bill was passed during the 2023 legislature to allocate $56 million in state funding for homebuyer assistance for low and middle income residents. Thanks to a match through community reinvestment organization NeighborWorks Montana, $9 million in funding would go to Flathead County.
They estimate 60 to 70 families at least get homeownership who otherwise could not afford to buy a home.
The money comes from a budget surplus and passed through the legislature with bipartisan support. If Flathead County commissioners don't opt into House Bill 819, the money will be relocated to other counties across the state.
The idea with that surplus, and this was coming from the governor's office, was to use it and get it back to the people. So this is one form of getting that money back to the people and back to the residents.
Leonette Galaz lives in Columbia Falls and is the founder of Northwest Montana's Tenants United. She spoke at the meeting in support of House Bill 819 and asked the commissioners to opt into the housing program before the deadline on December 31st.
At the very least, to recommend a vote. So if they're going to vote no, then they can vote no, and we'll hold them accountable for their vote.
Brad Abel is the only commissioner who's publicly voiced his support for the approval of the housing program here in Flathead County.
I would like to see it at least come to a vote, that we put it on our agenda and move forward with the vote.
Commissioner Pam Holmquist declined comment when asked by MTN News, while Commissioner Randy Brodell says he's still undecided in reviewing the housing program. Two commissioners must approve the opt-in as an upcoming agenda item before it can go to a vote.
Should we take taxpayer money from these taxpayers on one side and give it to people on this side for housing, and what is the value to the state of Montana and to Flathead County as we look at that? So those are tough decisions to make.
Kalispell resident Holland Mergenthaler and her husband both work at Logan Health and say they can't afford a home under the current prices in the valley. They are worried they will be priced out of their home state.
My husband's a 5th generation Montanan and our boys are now 6th generation Montanan, so it's really important to us to be able to stay near his family. His grandmother is our son's great grandma, and we want to be able to stay near her and his parents and all of his family.
In Kalispell, Sean Wells, MTN News.